You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. Damn. When they want you to go for a 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
and she don't have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack it for me. Come on now. These young gals will bite you.
Hello, my darlings. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kemi, and we are about to get into it. Listen, I try not to lose my temper with people like this, especially because this scenario has been played out in the media so many times. We've seen several people being accused of sexual assault. We've seen the stupid mistakes they've made. People at this point should be able to predict who these women are, what they're capable of, how to protect yourself. There is a system in place to make sure that you're not falling victim to the senseless accusations, whether real or otherwise, but not putting yourself in that position. So much so now, I feel if people accuse you of doing this in today's day and age, with all the information that you have, you're probably guilty. You're probably guilty of something, because I'm so irritated. How is Shannon Sharpe still making mistakes like this? And you expect us to believe that it's a mistake. So according to BBC, Shannon Sharpe, a Super Bowl champion and host of a popular podcast, has been accused of sexual assault in a Nevada lawsuit. The lawsuit was brought by a woman who alleged that Mr. Sharpe used his fame to manipulate, control, subjugate, and violate her. The accuser, who was 19 at the time, said she met Mr. Sharpe in 2023, and in the legal filing, she said that the pair had a 2-year relationship, during which time Mr. Sharpe was aggressive and allegedly raped her. Mr. Sharpe has denied the allegations and said he is the target of a shakedown. The suit seeks more than $15 million, which is 37.6 million pounds, in compensation and punitive damages. The accuser is the only person suing, and she does not provide the details on her accusation that Mr. Sharpe hurt more than herself. According to the suit, the woman met Mr. Sharpe, currently aged 56, in a Los Angeles gym and had a rocky consensual relationship. After many months of manipulating and controlling the plaintiff, a woman more than 30 years younger, oh my goodness, a woman more than 30 years younger than he, and repeatedly threatening to brutally choke and violently slap her. Sharpe refused to accept the answer no and raped the plaintiff. Despite her sobbing and repeated screams of no, the plaintiff alleges. The woman alleges that Mr. Sharpe raped her recently as recently as January. Mr. Sharpe has 4 million subscribers to his club, the Shay Shay podcast, and is reportedly in negotiations on a $100 million deal for his network of shows. So let's listen to what Shannon has to say, and I'll give you my 2 cents, okay? All right, because I believe in hearing both sides before before I give my 2 cents. Okay.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
All right, that was a short clip. It was 1 minute long. And I think it's very interesting that he got into a relationship with someone with OnlyFans and had a non-disclosure agreement, had nothing. You didn't have any disclosure agreement. You didn't have any agreement with this person who you knew is, no discredit to someone with the OnlyFans. That's your choice, but they don't come across as the most trustworthy person. Anybody willing to sell their body for money cannot be the person you put your faith in. They are selling their body for money, so their body parts at least. They're not really high on the morality scale. I'm not saying that he is either, but it is the same thing. It is what they do for a living. So if you're going to engage in an intimate relationship with this kind of person, you must protect yourself. It's a shame that he didn't, because clearly if he did, she wouldn't be speaking about this. Secondly, with what I know about women and what has been going on in the industry, especially with the Jay-Z lawsuit, look at what just happened. The accuser just came out and said she lied. Like, what kind of person comes out and says she lies about a sexual assault? So it goes to say that some women have their morality so bastardized that they will lie against an innocent person just for money. Women kill, women lie. Men kill, men lie. I do not believe in gender excluding you from certain criminal offenses. No, not at all. So back to Shannon Sharpe. He was foolish. He made a mistake, yet to be proven, because we are not in a court of law. We're just giving our opinion. According to him, he made a mistake. He made a foolish mistake. But when you have been warned about something repeatedly, can we still consider, and you still decide to do whatever you want to do, can we still call it a mistake? Or, you want us to believe that your negligence landed you in this problem. But just a few months ago, a little over a year ago, Monique was warning you about your inability to determine a good woman from a bad woman, your preference for younger girls, preference for younger white women, your preference for, dipping in and dipping out. While it is your choice, these are the consequences that follow that lifestyle. How is a man who is almost 60 years old, who Carly, or Gabby as he called her, should be old enough to be his granddaughter if he had settled down early in his life? But that's beside the point. Anyone can date anyone. If you're 70, you want to date a legal person who's 19 or barely legal, that is your problem. That is your decision. But these are the effects. These is the rollout of living a lifestyle like that. You're not exempt from the troubles that come with this preference that you have. You don't want to settle down with a mature woman? Fine. Date the younger one. Now the younger one is dragging you through the mud. The younger one who has no child for you is telling the whole world how you choked her. We live in a society where women are I want to have whatever kind of sex I want. I want you to smack me. They do have her. So how do we differentiate? How does this play out? How do we know who's saying the truth? Did you choke her? Did you threaten to choke her? How do we know it's not an intimate setting? How do we know that she didn't agree to be choked? Because that is a possibility as well. Do we now have to join her OnlyFans account to see if she's into the BDSM lifestyle so that you want to help your case? These are things that when you're dating after, there's a luxury that famous people do not have. And you need to have your lawyers sometimes make people sign these agreements and be detailed as to what you're doing. Listen, I like to be aggressive in the bedroom. Are you okay with that? Sign that agreement. Like, why aren't their minds playing out that way? Listen, he who wears the shoes knows where it pinches. I will be following this case, but the truth of the matter is I do not feel sorry for Shannon Sharpe. And if this girl is lying, I think she should be arrested. I think the court, following what's going on with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni case, listen, I think whenever anyone lies about anything in the criminal court that puts another person's career, life, mental health at risk, you accuse me of a crime that I didn't commit, I think you should be punished. So I really want this to play out in court. All right, that's my 2 cents on it. Don't forget to subscribe. On to the next.